Hello, Margaret Kuhlman here of Solar Astrology. You can see the chart of this month, new moon, is extraordinary in that it has all the planets within a third of the circle. What this means is that from where the Earth is, all the planets appear to be clustered around the Sun and Moon, so that the rest of the circle of the universe surrounding the Earth has got the stars distant, the universe out there. It's as though the Earth is communing with the greater cosmos, not just the solar system. So in personal terms, that's the individual, yourself, myself, seeing beyond the personality, the conditioning of our everyday life, our background and so on, and maybe having intimations of what's really there, bearing in mind that everything we experience we're only understanding in terms of what we already know. So it's like being faced with the unknown, which fills some people with a lot of fear and other people with a lot of excitement, and a lot of people with shrugged shoulders perhaps, and focusing back on the personality experience of life, which is mostly what we're aware of anyway. But for those who wish to see further than the personal focus, to see beyond and around the few individual stories which we understand from the news, this is a great opportunity to expand our horizons and to reconnect, perhaps, with a sense of life's movement, independent of human intervention, manipulation, the feeling that life is actually much greater than anything humanity can produce. And within this grouping of planets, there is a distinct pattern. Venus and Mars are very close together, the energy of relating, and in Capricorn that's how we actually do that, how we organize ourselves. Trining Uranus, that is accepting the changes, realizing that we need freedom from those who are close to us, as well as close connection. And the Mars being there adds in that sense of, yes, we can do this now. Yes, I can rearrange my timetable. Yes, I don't have to work that many hours. I can take time here. And both ends sextiling those green lines to Jupiter. Jupiter in Pisces, where there are no boundaries anyway, it's as though we want to expand into the unknown. We want to try things differently, and we don't know what those different ways might be. So it's a desire to expand, a desire to grow, to accept necessary change and go with it. Really, it can be a letting go of the confines of past thinking. On the other hand, the Sun and Moon in the middle of Aquarius, not that far from Saturn, is feeling a little uncertain about this. Let's make sure we do it properly. It's the fear of losing control, just in case there ever was any. Perhaps the feeling that control is slipping away in the face of all the boxes opening, everything coming out into the open. Our conscious thinking, communication, so on, the Mercury right beside Pluto, is going to and fro still across the Pluto, trying to understand what changes need to be made, and making, at present, a lovely link with Neptune, so open to intuition, open to sensing how it is with everyone, maybe even adapting. The Pluto-Mercury, particularly Pluto, making a trine aspect to the North Node. So the understandings we're having, the communications that are going on, the speech, the opening of boxes, is all very much in line with what is supposed to be going on for humanity. And this becomes even clearer at the full moon on the 16th of February, during which time Pluto will have perfected that trine aspect. The changes going on during the first half, well, the whole of February, are absolutely in line with what is appropriate for us. And it is interesting that at the full moon, Sun and Moon are exactly at right angles to that spiritual path, the nodes of the moon. And the solution to having such potentially warring factions is the quincunx from the moon to Pluto, precise. The quincunx can show a weakening of power in this case, but actually that's only when we operate the more personal end egotistically. And with the moon being in Leo, that is quite possible. It could be an endeavour to make light of things. It could be trying to control through being over positive or over optimistic. Certainly if we try to get what we want out of the changes, we are likely to undermine what's trying to happen. So the way to make it work, and work beautifully, is to have that love of the heart that Leo has for everyone, to include all, not just all people, but all animals, all beings. If we can give our love from the heart to all beings and include everything in the unfolding of newness, we will be working with the universe, with life, which is a lot less painful than working against it, than trying to be in charge, in control. We can only do this service to everyone in the moment we're in. So it's a matter of how we live our days. This second half of the month has Jupiter sextiling Uranus, so lots of changes, lots of letting go. And being in touch with your own inner spiritual promptings will be the safest place. So let's have the Aquarian principles as our guiding stars. In any situation, be kind. With any person, be fair. Listen. Know that we can never fully understand another person or another position, but if we ask and if we listen, we will get nearer. We will be closer to the truth. Fear not the rushing wind of change, nor yet the vast and empty inner space. The All awakes and lives as you. Look deep within each living human face. The morning of your soul is always close. It never sleeps, nor lacks a sun to rise. Behind your breastbone waits the loving source. Be here and open inner eyes.